Almost 50 years ago, the Vietnam War came to a close, and one man who entered the Army as a 19-year-old kid and came out on the other side as a completely different person is none other than Dennis Polisano, who shares his insight about his firsthand experiences that he had during the war.
In of 67, my company, Alpha Company, had walked into an ambush, and 80% of those guys that I was in basic training with got killed or wounded that day. And I was not there. I was up north with a different division, so I found out about it after the fact. So these 30 or so guys I reconnected with the last 15 or 20 years are the guys that survived that June 19th battle. So the brotherhood and the bond that we have is very, very strong, and that's why we have these reunions. We read the names of the guys we lost that day and try to honor them.
Dennis also published a book called A Soldier's Story with the help of author Claudette Cleveland to help tell everybody about his firsthand experiences serving in the Vietnam War.
Well, my job in this was just to get him to expound on his experiences, not just this happened. But how did you feel then? What else was going on? And he didn't want to talk about that. He'd get mad and leave the room, and he'd come back and he goes, well, maybe this. Or I said, okay, well, what happened after that initial thing? Or, yes, you went out to collect bodies from a helicopter crash. What was that like? What did they look like? What were you feeling when you found them? That kind of stuff was very hard for him to articulate because he didn't want to go back there.
After the war, Dennis returned to Arizona, where he quickly became a beloved member of the Arizona family after cutting hair for 40-plus years in the Valley. Thank you for tuning in to Kai's News.